people, what's happening? Homegrown takeover. Once again, we're back. Your boy Candyman, BritAsia TV. You know how we do, man. Keep it locked each and every time. Right by now, I'm joined by my next guest. He goes by the name of ZackNight. What is happening, brother?
Good, man.
What you say?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Good?
Good to be here.
Good to have you up on the show,
Yeah.
man. Formerly known as ZK, obviously. Let's run the people through a bit of a history, a bit of a background check.
Background check, you make me sound like a criminal here.
We'll have to find that out at the end of this interview, depending on how that goes, man. Yeah, man. Let's give the people a bit of a history lesson here, man, because you've been doing your thing for a hot minute.
Yeah, I've been making music, behind the scenes, putting stuff out as ZK initially. Put a couple of singles out, and then went back to uni, finished my studies. You know, education first.
Of course, man.
Let's not forget, and pleased my parents, made them happy, and then I went back in the studio and just started working on my new stuff. I worked with a label, Prestige Records, and they sort of asked me to sort of change my name, rebrand the whole thing, put out some new music, and here I am pretty much. Got some new stuff that I'm putting out right now with the new release with Pias.
It's a good look, man. It's a good look. What about production side of things? Who does your productions?
Exactly that. So I've been working in my studio, cooking away. You know, at the end of the day, I've been working. Yeah, I've been doing my own stuff. At the end of the day, like I was working with loads of different producers, and obviously as you're coming up, you're let down a lot. A lot of people say they're going to do this, they're going to finish it by this day, and I had singles literally that I had videos shot, I had songs made, and I'd wait 2-3 months before they'd even get finished, and the videos would take another 6 months, and it was just, you know, it was too much of a delay between each release. So I was like, you know what, let me go back, let me start from scratch, rebrand, let me learn how to produce, learn some instruments, some guitar, some piano, and just create my own sound rather than rely on other people to just, you know, make it happen.
It's a good look. And what kind of music do you enjoy listening to yourself? Is it similar to the type of music that you make?
Definitely,
is it
man.
Completely different?
Nah, you know what? I've grown up on the Usher movement and listened to a lot of Bellinger recently and Verse Simmons. You know, a lot of great songwriters and stuff that I aspire to be. So I'm an R&B kid, man, all day.
What about the 90s R&B? You know about the 90s R&B?
No diggity.
You know about some of that Donnell Jones and all that.
Donnell Jones, man. 3:15.
Yeah.
You know, clubs about to close. You know, all that stuff.
All that stuff. That's what you grew up on, man. What about more on the hip hop side of things? Because you know, even though you're an R&B singer, your music does have that sort of hip hop swag to it as well.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I just put a new single out, Making a Mad, with my main man, Shard Star.
That's right, man. I love that tune, man.
Yeah, that was produced by S-Dot, which is part of he did the whole Kid Ink movement, the whole Kid Ink album and stuff.
Crazy.
So we got that sound. So yeah, man, it was good fun.
Definitely has that hip hop element to it, that hip hop swag, man. What about releasing your music out or doing some kind of work out in the States?
Yeah, I mean, I just got back there like 4 weeks ago. We did a 6-city tour. And we shot a couple of music videos as well, so there'll be some music videos coming out. And I also just signed a deal in India with a label called T-Series for 3 years. So we've got the first single coming out, Dida. So it's an old remake of a Bollywood remake. But
I know.
Yeah, so I did my own spin on it. That's coming out literally very soon, and probably by the time this program airs. So I'm not going to say any release dates, but yeah, that's coming out. And then I've got my new single Nakhre, which is like something, it's like a fusion, something quite nostalgic actually, something from what we used to listen to back in the 90s. So I'm excited to be putting that out as well.
That's a good look, man. Obviously you worked alongside Kizza as well.
Yep.
How did that come about?
I've been working with Kizza for a while. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of the production stuff, so I've been trying to develop and write and produce for a lot of other artists. Similar to, you know, Mumsy that I think you met last week or whatever.
Yeah.
So just been working with a lot of great talent. We've got such amazing talent in our scene, man. So, you know, it's not just about working on your own music. It's about inspiring each other, you know.
That's a good look, man. What about the British Asian scene?
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, who are you feeling at the moment? Is there anyone that you'd like to work with? Because there's a lot going on, man. I feel like more than ever now, 2014 going into 2015, the scene is buzzing, bro.
Definitely, man. I mean, as I said, like in the States side, I was working with a couple of guys out there, a guy called Amr Sandhu and a couple of like sort of Punjabi, R&B mixture sort of stuff. Definitely feeling what he's doing. And
there's
obviously
a lot coming from that side of the world right now.
There's a couple, there's a handful, there's a handful.
Sing's doing his thing.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. So yeah, I mean, there's a few, and then in India as well, man. There's a lot of new rappers, a lot of new talent that are just coming out of nowhere, and in Pakistan as well, man. There's some crazy talent that I've been working with recently. So, man, look.
Any names? Any names? Can we get some names?
I don't know, man. You know
Anyone
what?
we should be looking out for, bro? Anyone you're feeling?
You should be looking out for myself, obviously. Joking.
That would make sense.
Yeah, and you should be looking out for a couple of guys in Pakistan. There's a guy called Umar Nadeem I did a track with. It's going to be coming out called Meri Jaan. It's not the most unique of names, but it definitely is something different for the scene.
That's a good look, man. What's next, though, going into 2015?
So I've got the new single, my first sort of Bollywood debut release in India, and then I got my own single. I'm going to be putting out hopefully myself through the same label called Nakhre. So I've got those two coming out, and I'm back in the States in January.
Okay, what are you doing out there? You're going to do some more work out there? Have you performed out there yet?
Yeah, I just did a 6-city tour. So I performed in Chicago, Washington, and like the whole of the South. And man, I mean, the vibe out there is something else. Obviously, I love my home crowd. Yeah. But over there, it was like a new place. You know, I felt like I was a new person. And obviously, I feel like the music, they have a different taste. I feel like the scene out in the States is almost like 3 or 4 years behind, in the sense that I remember 4 years ago in the British Asian scene, a lot of the Bhangra stuff, a lot of the Punjabi stuff was going really well, and then I think there was a period where there was a load of urban artists, and a lot of the Punjabi stuff sort of just diluted out, and we didn't have a lot of that authentic, traditional sort of Bolia sort of esque stuff. Yeah. But in the States, I noticed there's a lot of that still there. In the music, there's a lot of Punjabi, there's a lot of the traditional music that they're still embracing. So I think that here I feel like the identity is kind of a little bit diluted. Over there, I think those guys they still really rate those old school Bhangra singers that a lot of people don't really like. You know, the youth don't really listen to here. That's what I noticed anyway. Okay,
no, that's a good look, man. It's good to hear that, and obviously I'll have to go out there and witness it for myself, man. What kind of people coming out to these shows? Is it young people? Is it a mixed crowd? Is it all Asians? Is it? Yeah, I mean, quite diverse.
In the state, yeah, mostly we hit a lot of the communities. So a lot of the Asian sort of crossover mixture of people. Yeah, I mean, mostly Asian. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like the crossover music I think very soon can cross over to like the mainstream stuff. I mean, already a lot of people over here are starting to, sort of bring out that it's, like that Indian summer about 5 years ago or 6 years ago. I think it was like an Indian summer. I feel like it's coming back. Selena Gomez brought it back with that record, Come and Get It or whatever it was, and I think people are now starting to embrace something different.
That's a good look, man. What goes through your head when you're sitting down and you're writing a song? Like, where does the inspiration come from? Do you wake up one day and think, okay, I need to write about this today? Or is it the mood you're in, how you're feeling? Where does it?
I think it's a bit of both. Yeah, I mean, like, I think most importantly, sometimes I think, why did I even start making music in the first place? And I think it was just that avenue, that channel to just forget about everything that's going on, all the worries, all the stresses, all the issues that you're having with the friends and all the rest of it, and just getting away from everyone and just locking yourself away and just being able to put pen to paper. And then there's no other feeling than listening to your own music. Once you've channeled that anger and frustration, there's no other feeling, man. And I think that's what it is. It's being able to get away from life's struggles.
Okay, so it's your little getaway. Lock yourself up in the studio. Yeah. And just focus on the music, man. It's a good look, man. It's been a pleasure having you up on the show, my brother. Yeah. Where can the people keep up to date with you? Where can they follow you?
Check me out. I'm mostly on Instagram, because the Instagram hype,
You're not in the DMs, are you?
Nah.
You're not sliding in them girls' DMs, are you?
I don't know about that. I'm on Snapchat. It's even better.
Okay.
Yeah, hit me up on Snapchat. That's more fun, actually.
Yeah, man. What's the Snapchat?
I am ZackNight. I am ZackNight. That's ZackNight. Night.
All of it, yeah.
Yeah.
The Instagram.
DMs, Snapchats, everything.
Everything. Kick. What's that one? Tinder. All of it.
Oh, Tinder. Yeah, that's the new one.
Yeah. He's
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Let's not go that far.
So there you have it, Mr. ZackNight, my brother.
Pleasure.
Love, man. Good having you up on the show. BritAsia TV, Homegrown Takeover. Peace out.